Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Chris, the Camping Texan here. Where in the world is the GeoPro? This weekend, we're set up at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. This is campsite number 42. Well, good morning, y'all. I'm so glad you could join me out at the campsite this weekend. I am at Cooper Lake State Park. This is the Doctors Creek unit. Now, we've been over to the South Sulphur unit before, so if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you hop on and check it out. It's a good one. Y'all, the Doctors Creek unit, it's a newer park in our park system, opened in 1996 with a little over 700 acres situated on the north bank of Jim Chapman Lake. You got to come check this one out. But hey, y'all stick around and I'll show you Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. Well, y'all, it'd be my pleasure to show you around the campsite this weekend. I'm staying over number 42 here at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. I am the first campsite that you will see when you come from headquarters, y'all. 42, I love the seclusion of the campsite. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. It's great. Your nearest campsite is gonna be number 1 across the street from you. And then you have a pull-through campsite number 2 right next to it. But those folks are a pretty good ways away from you. So you're gonna love 42 for the seclusion factor. You got all these old oak trees in here. It's a very beautiful campsite. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the negative out of the way. All of the pads here at Doctors Creek, they're good concrete pads, y'all, but they're narrow. And 42 has a pretty bad drop off from the road, so just be careful. This is the Liberty Grove camping area back here. 42 is going to be the very first campsite that you come to when you come from headquarters. So be careful, especially if you come in late like I do. In order to back into this site, we had to cross over the road here in the dark. So make sure you have a spotter that has a flashlight that can give you a hand, or try to come in the daytime, get set up in the daytime. But as far as being level, this site is really level back here in the back. If you had a longer rig, you could even come up to about where the rear end of my truck is right here, and you'd still be level. It starts to slope a little bit toward the front there. But services, you guys get 30 amp electric and water. No issues with those. Everything hooked up real nice. No sewer here at this site. You're gonna have to visit the dump station. Tons of mature trees here. These old oak trees, they're pretty cool, y'all. Like back here in the back, there's an old oak tree that looks like it has split. So this campsite has some pretty unique characteristics, but you get a standing grill, in-ground fire ring. Unfortunately, there's a burn ban this weekend, so we weren't able to burn any firewood. Hopefully when you come, you'll be able to. Single hook lantern pole, and then you get a picnic table. It's an oversized picnic table. It's quite large on a concrete pad. The one issue I found with the picnic table is it looks like it could use some pressure washing. So, but that's about it, y'all. Tons of trees in this campsite. You got a little trail back here that doesn't lead to anything, but it's still a nice little trail to walk and see if you can spot a bird or two, your favorite bird. I saw some deer back here yesterday afternoon. So just a pretty cool feature of this campsite. If you're like me and you love seclusion and secluded campsites, 42 is going to be a good one, y'all. Now, with a car going by, that reminds me to let you guys know that because it is the first campsite that you come to from headquarters, you get a lot of traffic through here. I thought being a more quiet park, it wouldn't have so much traffic, but that was not the case. On Saturday night, we had this traffic coming and going, so that might annoy you, and if that does, you might want to pick another campsite. But it didn't bother us enough that I wouldn't stay here again. So y'all make sure y'all give 42 a try when you come out here to Doctors Creek. Like I said, y'all, I just can't say enough good things about this campsite. Yesterday we were out here and we had a beanbag toss game going on, and you're gonna love the space out here. Your kids are gonna love it, throwing a ball or a frisbee, your dogs walking around. There's so much space here. As far as cell service out here, y'all, I recently made the switch. I finally switched over from AT&T to T-Mobile. Haven't had T-Mobile but a few weeks now, and we were able to make phone calls. I didn't put up the cell booster. We were able to surf the internet. I watched a movie on Roku last night. So if you're looking for on-air TV channels out here, you're not going to get that many. And honestly, the feed that we were getting on the local channels, it was all broken up. So I wouldn't plan on having too much on-air TV out here. And then I didn't even attempt the satellite because of these large trees out here. So if you're looking for satellite, you may look for a site that's a little bit more open. This site's not going to be very good for satellite TV. Y'all, we didn't even leave the park. We stayed here the entire weekend, but if you needed supplies, I highly suggest you bring everything in before you come. It's a pretty good ways out here to the park. So you've got a nice little drive. Even if you drive into Cooper or Sulphur Springs to get more supplies, you've got a nice little drive ahead of you. So what I like to do when I come out here to Cooper Lake State Park, whether it's the South Sulphur unit or here at Doctors Creek, we stop at Love's. There's a truck stop. There's a Love's and a Pilot right by Interstate 30. And we get all of our ice and any last minute supplies that we need. They have propane as well. So you may want to consider making a quick stop in there if you need snacks before you head out this way. Now, yesterday we stopped in headquarters and we bought some souvenir items, some t-shirts, koozie, things like that. They had some cold drinks in there. So if you want to just pop in there and get you a cold drink, you can do that. And then also to let you guys know, we did some fishing this weekend off of the bank over at the boat ramp, and you can buy a small can of night crawlers, Canadian night crawlers, for $6. Y'all, there were so many night crawlers in that little tub that we were able to fish all day long. So make sure, bring your fishing gear out here, bring the kiddos, let them do some fishing. You can stay out here and do fishing all day long, y'all. Another campsite that I just know you're going to thoroughly enjoy, it's right across the road from mine, is Number One. Number One's got a couple of advantages that 42 doesn't have, and I'll share those with you now. For one is if you're coming into the camping area, it's going to be the first campsite you come to, y'all, on the right hand side, and it doesn't have the drop off that 42 has. So I like Number One for that reason. It's also very well shaded in here, a lot of mature trees, very flat. You're not gonna have any trouble getting your rig leveled out, y'all. Standing grill with a prep station, single hook lantern pole, picnic table with plenty of shade. You've got a water tap here, and then for your services, y'all, 30 amp. It's very cool. I like Number One. It's really, really nice. You still get the secluded feeling in here. So if you're considering a back-end site, I definitely would highly recommend Number One. Another site that piqued my interest, only because I come in late to parks quite a bit, is Number Two. This is a pull-through site. I like it because it's the second site coming into the camping loop. It's easy to get into. This is great, y'all. You still get a nice amount of shade in here, a standing grill, the prep station, single hook lantern pole back here, picnic table. You also get a in-ground fire ring. Nice place to pitch a tent back here, really pretty. But Number Two, I may check this one out the next time I come to Doctors Creek, y'all. It's a good site. You can get a nice long rig in here. Services, you guys get 30 amp electric and water, not far from Granny's Neck shelter area, as well as the restroom and the playground. So you don't own a tent, you don't own a camper, you have no camping equipment, but you want to get out to see Doctors Creek unit here at Cooper Lake State Park, y'all. Check out the Granny's Neck shelter area. Now I'm going to show you Number 5 and Number 7 because they both face the water. I think these are the prettiest two shelters they have here. They have a small area for you to park a couple of vehicles. On the outside, y'all have standing grills with prep stations. It's very heavily wooded here, So you get a lot of natural light over here, as well as it's very shaded and cool. They have picnic tables, y'all. They have a in-ground fire ring. Actually, number 5 may be open. We'll check it out and see what's going on in here. It is. So you get a ceiling fan. This is pretty standard for the shelters at our state parks, y'all. A concrete floor. You could bring a blow-up mattress or a cot. They have the netting on the windows to keep the mosquitoes out and other bugs. But there's your electricity right there. Place to hang something if you needed to. A plug. These are some very nice shelters. Fire extinguishers if you need it. So this is number 5. And then, of course, with this picnic table, you don't need a shade shelter. This old tree provides all the shade that you need. I love this field back here. There's plenty of space for your child to play or your dogs to roam around. Throw a frisbee back here with your children or a ball. And of course, who would get tired of this view, y'all? I mean, this is just gorgeous. And then over here on the side of the shelter, you've got a water tap. You need to wash some dishes or what have you. Just really, really cool. So you don't need to have a ton of expensive camping equipment to get out here and enjoy nature, y'all. And then number 7 is very similar to 5. It has more of a defined area out here where the picnic table is, and the lantern pole, and your standing grill and your water tap. Everything's right here. But really, really cool. Number 7 is open as well, so we'll check it out. Broom, fire extinguisher. Of course, you got your fan, the light. Just make sure you bring you everything that you need. Your cooler with your food, and your blow up mattress, your cot, whatever you need to sleep on, y'all. These shelters are really, really nice. Number 5 and number 7, Doctors Creek unit, Cooper Lake State Park. Dumpsters across the road if you need to get rid of any trash. And then, of course, number 7 has some mature trees as well for the shade. If you want to put a chair out here and sit and enjoy the water, enjoy the view, really nice. And then through the woods over here, there's a playground. So if you have some really small children and they want to get rid of the energy, some pent-up energy, you can take them over there, and you guys can see through the trees over there. There's a little playground that you can take them to. So, and you're not too far from the restrooms. So make sure you get out here to Cooper Lake State Park. Get you one of these shelters here at Doctors Creek, Granny's Neck shelter area, y'all. Another option for you over here in Granny's Neck at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. They have a couple of cottages here. Y'all, this is number 2. You get a nice little parking area for your car. You get an in-ground fire ring, a standing grill, single hook lantern pole, as well as a picnic table. You got a few trees here in the yard, a water tap if you need to wash some dishes. These are keyed, so you guys will need to get the key from headquarters. But looking inside, y'all, they have bunk beds, a little table you can set some things on, a couple of bunk beds, nice tile floors. So if you don't own an RV, you don't own a camper, and you don't like to be hot, check out one of the cottages, y'all. They have air conditioning on the side here. Plenty of space for your kids or for your dog to roam around. These are nice, y'all. And they have 2 of these cottages. The second one is located just a short walk away. So if you and another family member wanted to rent these out, y'all could walk in between each other. Really, really nice. You know, Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit has something for everyone. And if you're a pure tent camper, these are called the premium tent sites here. This is number 3. You get a nice place to park your vehicle, standing grill, single hook lantern pole, water tap in the yard. This does not have any netting on it like the other shelters, but you do get a picnic table and a ceiling fan inside of here, fire extinguisher. So you can set your tent up back here, in-ground fire ring. So a beautiful view of the water down there if you walk through the woods. So if you're looking to pitch a tent here at Doctors Creek, maybe checking out one of these premium tent sites might be the way that you want to go. The Liberty Grove and Granny's Neck camping area here at Doctors Creek unit has its own playground. So you don't have to go to Pelican Point. If you just want to leave the camper, it's a short walk from the restroom, from the shelters, from the cottages. Guys, they have a swing over here, so mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, you guys can read a book. They have a picnic table. You can have a picnic lunch, ride your bike up here. They have the really cool swing sets over here. Nice and shaded. Good place for your child to land if they happen to fall down. It's very padded in here. So bring your little tykes out here. Let them get that energy out. And then, of course, if this ain't enough for them, then head on down to Pelican Point Day Use, where they have even more playground equipment. Just a short walk from the playground there at Granny's Neck, you'll find the amphitheater. It's located in between the restroom and the playground. And they have several benches out here. Park puts on a lot of programs. This weekend while we were here, they had a star party. So the park really does a good job of trying to engage everyone that's staying here. And so make sure you check with headquarters and find out when the next program is going to be here at the amphitheater, so that you can come check it out. Well, y'all, not far from headquarters, you'll find the Blue Bonnet Day Use and Group Camp area. Blue Bonnet offers fishing. They have a fishing pier out here. You guys can come. This is a great place. Do a little fishing, have a little picnic. You just can't beat the view out here. It's very beautiful. Once again, everything is well manicured. They keep the grass mowed. It's very easy to walk out here to the group camp area from your vehicle. Several trees provide a lot of shade in the morning, in the afternoon. And then look at this field, y'all. So you've got picnic tables on concrete pads with standing grills, in-ground fire rings. If you're going to have a group camp out here, this is the place to be, y'all. Bring your scout troop out here. This is cool. Or just get a bunch of buddies together, y'all, and come out here and set up some tents. And this is a pretty part of the park right here, y'all. And then the Blue Bonnet Day Use area is located right across from the Lone Pine boat ramp. So if you're staying over here, you can watch the boats come and go. But I mean, this is awesome. It doesn't get any better than this. You can throw a line in right here off the bank. So get your group together, y'all. Come on out here. Doctors Creek unit, Cooper Lake State Park. Do some camping, do some fishing. Well, y'all, the dump station here at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit, it reminds me a lot of the dump station over at Lake Bob Sandlin State Park. This is just a very wide, sweeping dump station. The driveway is really huge, y'all. You can get a couple of rigs here. It's nice and level. That's the first thing I notice is this concrete. Very nice and level. Double sewer connection. Bonus, y'all, that's a thumbs up for the park. They're doing it right. There's a light out here, couple of water taps if you need to do a black tank flush. I definitely bring my own hose out here. This one's been cut that they have out here, but y'all, this is fantastic. Water works great. It's just nice out here, y'all. They keep the grass mowed. It's very well maintained. A little birdhouse out here. So if you have any trash you need to get rid of, they have a dumpster to get rid of household trash, your gloves or what have you. Plenty of space over here to pull your rig out of the way so that so that other campers can get in here and take care of their business as well. So huge thumbs up to the dump station here at the Doctors Creek unit. Well, I hope you're enjoying your tour of Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. Go ahead and lace up your hiking boots, and I'll show you around the trails. Well, y'all, I have a fantastic day of hiking on tap for you today. We're going to be checking out the Cedar Creek South Loop. It's about a half-a-mile trail. It's an interpretive trail, which means as we walk along, we're going to see informative panels that tell us about the flora here at the park. So we're going to continue this trail. It has a short connector trail that goes down to the water. We'll check that out. And then we're going to run over to the Pelican Point day use area where there's a playground over there. So I'll show you guys some of that as well. But I really, when I circled coming back to Cooper Lake State Park for the Doctors Creek unit for the first time, because we've been to South Sulphur before, I really noticed that this is really a choose your own adventure type of hike here at this park. So I'm going to pan over here. You guys can see there's a nice parking area where the trailhead starts. And then across the road, you have the west loop as well as the north loop of the Cedar Creek Trail. So really, you make it what you want to make it when you come out here and you hike the trails at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. But hey, enough talking, y'all. Grab your belongings and we will check out this trail and see what it's all about. The first thing that I notice about the Cedar Creek South Loop Trail is it's fairly flat, y'all, and level. So just make sure you're wearing a comfortable pair of hiking shoes or boots. And everyone of various abilities should be able to hike this trail. Very shaded in here. You're going to enjoy the cool breeze. So y'all make sure you come out and check out this South Loop Trail. Well, y'all, here we are. We're not far along on the South Trail, and I found one of the informative panels, and it's telling us about poison ivy. So this is what you can expect on this trail. You'll have several of these informative style panels. Definitely make sure if you have young children with you that you stay away from this particular plant. If you're tired while you're hiking the South Loop Trail, the park has several benches like this where you can stop and take a break. Get you a drink of water, enjoy some of the nature, see if you can spot some of your favorite birds out here. Now, this is pretty interesting, y'all. Here on the South Loop, we have a change of scenery. We had a very dense forest when we started, and now it just opens up to this large field. So you're not going to be bored on the South Loop Trail. You're going to have a lot of different things to see. It's pretty cool, y'all. And you know, everything's well taken care of here. Doctors Creek, they're doing it right. These trails are mowed. They're leaving the grass tall where it needs to be tall, but you can definitely see where you're walking, so you can look out for snakes and things like that. But y'all, I stopped right here because I found the cutoff trail that goes down to the lake. So we're gonna walk down here and check that out. I always want to check out some water, so let's go see what that's all about. Well, would y'all look at this? You know, this is amazing. You don't have to hike a million miles to get down to the water. You could bring your fishing poles with you, your tackle box. All this is a short drive from the camping area. So look at this, y'all. Set your chair up and do some fishing. Down here is so quiet, so peaceful out here. So pretty, y'all. Jim Chapman Lake. So make sure when you're doing your hiking that you plan a little bit of time to bring your fishing gear out here. Remember, you don't need a fishing license on the bank of Texas State Park, so get out here and see what you can catch. Here we have another access point. So if the first trail to the water is full, you get down there and there's a lot of people down there fishing or what have you. Just keep walking along the trail, y'all, and you'll find another cut through path to the water. So there's plenty of opportunities to get your rod and reel out here and do a little fishing. Well, y'all, here we are. We made it to the end of the Cedar Creek South Loop, and it brings us over here to Pelican Point day use area. Pelican Point day use area has just about anything that you can imagine that you need for a good time out here. Y'all have got plenty of parking for your vehicles, a really nice restroom facility. Over here, you've got some shade shelters with group style picnic tables. All of it's shaded, y'all. It's in the trees. Really, really cool on a hot afternoon. So they've got standing grills out here as well if you want to cook up a steak. And then, of course, if you want to have a group gathering, a birthday party, or a family reunion, you can rent the group picnic shelter. Really nice shelter. They've got ceiling fans up here, a really large grill out here. So once again, good place to bring your steak, your chicken, whatever you want to cook up. Plenty of picnic tables. Words can't describe. It feels so good in here, y'all. The breeze, so you can sit and enjoy talking to one another and looking at the lake. Plenty of trees out here. A water tap if you need to wash any dishes. And of course, all this leads into the remainder of Pelican Point day use area. You've got more picnic tables out here. Some of the picnic tables have shade shelters, some do not, but honestly, with these big old trees out here, you really don't need them. But you've got water taps that are dispersed throughout the day use area out here, as well as standing grills. It doesn't get any finer than this, y'all. And these old oak trees, they're just a wonder to look at too. Really cool. So if you've got a little swimmer in your family and you want to let them have a good time, they have a walled off swimming area out here, which is really good. A sandy beach, really, really nice. So you can come enjoy a day of swimming, watch the kids swim, get you a picnic table, cook some hot dogs on the grill, just make a day of it out here. And then you can't beat the green space that they have. The amount of green space out here it's awesome, y'all. Bring the kids out here. They're gonna love throwing a frisbee or a ball. Bring your volleyball. They have a volleyball court out here. Really nice net. One thing I can say about the Doctors Creek unit here at Cooper Lake State Park is that they really maintain their facility out here, and you're not going to find a finer place to come enjoy some time with your family. It's really, really nice. And then, of course, beyond the volleyball net, there's more picnic tables. These have shade shelters, so there's no reason why you shouldn't bring your family out here. Enjoy the weekend. And then, of course, for the little tykes, they have the swing set and the playground. So if all that pin-up energy in the camper or at the campsite's getting them down, bring them out here to let them work off some of that energy at the playground. They have some small benches for mom and dad. Grandma, grandpa, you guys can sit out here, read a book, watch the kids play. They have a place to lock up your bike if you wanted to ride your bike from the campground. All in all, I'm very impressed, y'all, with the with Pelican Point day use area. Definitely, you need to circle this one when you come to Doctors Creek. Get out here, enjoy some time. They've got dumpsters, you get rid of your trash. And then I'm gonna show you what I think is really, really cool. At the restrooms here at Doctors Creek, They have water bottle filling stations, which is cool. So you can get clean water. And then how about this? You got all that sand on your feet from doing some swimming down at the beach. You can wash your feet off right here. Really cool. So get out here to Pelican Point, Doctors Creek unit, y'all, Cooper Lake State Park. I promise you, you'll have a good weekend. Here at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit, they take away all the reasons why you tell yourself you can't go fishing, y'all. Check out this parking area. There is so much parking here. Reminds me of the South Sulphur unit, y'all. So make sure you bring your truck and your boat trailer, your boat out here. Get out here and do some fishing on the lake, y'all. This is the Lone Pine boat ramp area. They have a restroom facility out here. Y'all check this out. You can even rent some kayaks. So check with headquarters, rent you a kayak for the day. Nice little place to launch it down there. Even if you don't own a boat, y'all, it's great to come down here, check out the lake, watch the fish jump, what have you. Just a very, very nice, well-maintained area. So you've had a great day out on Jim Chapman Lake here at Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek. And now you want to clean your fish, y'all. You got a mess of fish, bring them over here to the fish cleaning station. That's right, they got trash cans, get rid of your scales, wash everything down on this concrete table. They've got plugs out here. You can plug up your filleting knife or whatever you need to plug up. Plenty of water taps. It's very clean, y'all. And it doesn't have that fishy smell, y'all. They do a great job out here keeping things cleaned up for you. So get out here, get your fish, get over here, get them cleaned up, take them back, eat them, y'all. That's how it's done. So fish cleaning station here at Doctors Creek, y'all. Well, y'all, it's such a great parking area. Plenty of places to park your truck and your trailer and lights out here. They spared no expense here at Doctors Creek. Check out the boat ramp area, y'all. Look at how wide it is. You can easily set up your rig, get your boat down here in the water. Look at this, y'all. You're not bumping into each other. Check it out. Nice and wide, 3-lane boat ramp, y'all. You're not gonna have any issues getting your boat in the water here. So get rid of those excuses. Get that boat loaded up and get it on out here to Doctors Creek, y'all. They're waiting for you. They have really nice facilities out here. Well, y'all, while you're out here at the boat ramp, you probably don't give much thought to the reasons why the state park name things the way that they do, but this is Lone Pine boat ramp out here. There are 2 pine trees that stick out like a sore thumb, y'all. These are long leaf pine trees. These are my favorite. So there's a long leaf pine tree and a short leaf pine tree. And I just love the look of the long leaf pine. It's just so bushy looking. It's so cool. So make sure and come and check out the pine trees, the 2 pine trees that stick out like a sore thumb here at the boat ramp. Well, y'all, had a fantastic visit to Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek unit. Had a good time down here on the shore doing some fishing. I know you'll enjoy doing some fishing or relaxing or whatever you enjoy doing out here at this park, y'all. It's a beautiful park and you got to get out here and check it out. Well, it's time for me to hit the trail. If you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when our videos post Saturdays at 6 p.m. To all my current subscribers, guys, you rock so much. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you watching. And to all my future subscribers, guys, what are you waiting for? Get on board. I see a lot of cool parks like Cooper Lake State Park, Doctors Creek Unit. So make sure you join us in our adventures. Remember, if you have a comment, drop it down in comments. I'll be sure to check it out. And remember, I'll see you at the campsite.